KingCobraJFS, an internet madman, a charismatic enigma, and someone who has a lot of lore to him. Whether you're a veteran of all things Cobra, just started getting into KingCobraJFS, or aren't familiar with him at all and clicked on this video out of sheer curiosity, you've made a good choice. Because I cover King Cobra a lot on my channel, and in this video I will be covering the last part of the KingCobraJFS Iceberg. As I said, this is the last part of the Cobra Iceberg, so if you haven't seen the first one, be sure to check it out on my channel, and the rest of them. If you're here and ready for the final part, let's not beat around the bush and kick off just where we left off on this amazing iceberg. Also, a big shouts out to Reddit user JailbirdCampbell for making this incredible iceberg. Without further ado, let's get into the next entry. Josh's religion. This entry is referring to Josh's made-up religion where he worships 3 Cobra gods called Cobratin, Cobristius, and Cobrero. Cobrero is probably like the Hispanic Cobra god. He says that the female spirits of the religion are called Cobra Angels and the male guardians are called Cobra Demons. All this talk he does about these Cobra gods really does make me want to lock him in a room, start blaring Kanye West Donda from start to finish, and get him onto a bit of Bible study to heal his fractured mind. Give the book of James a try, Josh. I know there's no, Tryon Halls or monster referenced in it, but it might help you out. Josh's Chatterbait performances. This is in reference to videos you can find of Josh masturbating on the website Chatterbait. Remember what I said about that young man needing Jesus Christ? Yeah. How Josh cheated on Stephanie. This is referencing the very disgusting story of how Josh ended up cheating on his girlfriend Stephanie. Josh cheated on Stephanie by tag teaming on a pregnant crackhead with one of his boys because he was offered cigarettes. Yep. Hope them smokes were worth the chlamydia, Cobes. Clint's Facebook. I'm sure this is just talking about Josh's father, Clint's Facebook account, which is pretty easy to find. Please don't harass him though. Clint is based. Lyle Dutch Angel Dragon. This entry refers to Cobra's creepy friend Scrapper Steve's fursona and shop where he sells all manner of weird shit online like custom baby pacifiers, probably to fellow weirdos in that DDLG kink community. Consuming too much of the Cobraverse characters genuinely makes me feel as though there is true evil in the world, and Lyle Dutch Angel Dragon or Scrapper Steve is definitely some of the evil of this world. Pre-wipe archives. This entry is simply referring to channels that archive old Cobra videos that Josh has previously deleted into the void, like the KingCobraJFS Archive and Anonymous Casper Wyoming. Trichotillomania. This entry is referring to a health condition Josh claims to have where stress caused him to pick his hair out, when in reality he definitely does not have this health condition. The cunt is simply going bald. I think it's really called trichoteria and it is like a real thing, but Josh, you're just bald as fuck. You look like Caillou. You look like Joe Rogan. Crackhead girlfriend. This entry refers to a woman who appeared in one KingCobraJFS video that Josh claimed was his girlfriend, but after the video was done, this woman was never seen again in any of Josh's other posts. And I believe Josh referenced this and said that they had broken up after like one night together. She was quite cracked out and ghoulish in her appearance, so to be fair to Josh, he was probably better off just beating his meat to Chatterbait girls. Josh versus Carolyn. This entry is talking about a beef Josh had with his friend homeboy Scotty's sister. In a Facebook livestream back in 2018, Josh talked about how Scotty was trying to help Josh hook up with a girl, but Carolyn ruined it by picking a fight with them, and then he discussed wishing Caroline hit him so that he could knock her out, and he also claims that he'd get away with it if the cops came because he'd mentioned to them that he's autistic. Josh also referred to her as a fat, nasty bitch who was pissed off Josh wouldn't give her any dick. He also mentioned that her kids want him as their stepdad. Boy, he's spitting. He also mentioned that he had a knife on him at the time and he was very proud of himself for not stabbing her to death. Anyway, after this weird and downright disturbing Facebook rant, a couple days later Josh got on a call from his dad, and his dad was of course outraged after the rant and demanded Josh apologise to Carolyn, which Josh did. Based, home dad Clint. Fun-sized Felicia's fate. This entry is in reference to Josh's sex doll fun-size Felicia, which he cut up into tiny pieces Ed Gein style after using her once and being disgusted by the fact he had resorted to using a sex doll because of the fact he was involuntarily celibate. Josh also lied about this on social media, claiming that what actually happened was someone broke into his house and stole the doll to sell it for scrap metal, and that he was getting the police involved in the case of his beloved silicone queen being kidnapped. But this lie eventually fell apart and Josh was forced to be honest about his violent, horny antics. Josh's butthole. This entry is simply referring to rumoured pictures of Josh's chocolate starfish that was floating around the internet. I have never seen these pictures, but I have no doubt that these pictures of his manky dirt star are out there somewhere. From what it seems, people on the Reddit claim it is a real picture that they have seen, but personally, I don't really feel like going on some sort of mad Ocarina of Time fucking quest looking for it, so I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm still trying to recover from smooth muscle control after all. Josh threatening Stephanie. This entry refers to the fact that Josh threatened to R-word Stephanie during their relationship because he thought it would be hot or something. Yikes. Warlord's baby mama. This entry refers to the mother of Warlord or Alex or Sasha or whatever the fuck that freak's name is children, and how she has posted a fair share of content online herself. One of which is a sex tape she made with Warlord, and man, is it Japanese horror movie levels of scary to watch. You know, something that makes me truly realise that this life is unfair is that the little homie who spawned in the womb of that woman and was created through the seed of Warlord really didn't have a choice in being there. Good luck, kid. I'm rooting for you. Clint's community college courses. This entry simply refers to Clint Saunders' community college courses where I believe he teaches people photography. That's what's up. Talon. Oh no. I mentioned this guy in my video about the gothic King Cobra Trapped documentary, but if you didn't catch that, let me tell you the story of Talon. Talon was a kid who appeared in the King Cobra documentary Trapped did with his shirt off beatboxing in the mall and claimed that he was going to be starting a YouTube beatboxing show. Now, I don't know if this ever came to fruition, but what I do know is the boy landed himself in a stinkeroony a couple years later when he accidentally killed his own child by neglecting the poor kid to the point where he starved to death because Talon and his baby mother were busy doing meth. Like, this is some real life train spotting shit and really one of the darkest things to ever happen in the Cobraverse. May that child rest in peace. Josh's high school crushes. This entry on the iceberg refers to a story that allegedly Josh's parents told King Cobra that his high school crush took her own life because they believed it would stop Josh from developing some creepy, stalker, obsessive relationship with her and save him from a restraining order and a criminal record in the long run. If this is true and they lied about a person's death to him, that is fucked up. Scrapper Steve's internet history. This entry I'm pretty sure is a joke, but I could be wrong. I couldn't find anything online about Steve's history, but I'm pretty sure all this entry is referring to is that if hypothetically you did check Steve's history, you'd find some very, very questionable stuff related to animals and DDLG in there. The only one who needs Jesus more than Cobes is Scrapper Steve. And Warlord. Definitely Warlord. Josh's girlfriend. This entry is referring to the rumour that Josh actually does currently have a girlfriend and is just hiding it from the world. I'm sure this theory also ties into the theories that KingCobraJFS is actually just some sort of actor playing this Andy Kaufman style character, and that he will one day give the ruse up and collect the Emmy, Grammy and Oscar that he deserves for this amazing performance. Let's hope that's the truth about Cobra. Sean moved. This entry refers to rumours of people seeing Josh's puppet Sean moving during live streams and videos without any help from Josh. Spooky. Josh's winning lotto numbers. I'm guessing this entry is just another piss take. It probably means that, considering Josh always talks about winning the lottery and building his dream gothic mansion, he eventually will win it one day, and if that day comes, I cannot fucking wait. Gothic King Housefly. This entry is really interesting. This refers to a Reddit user who posts consistently on the KingCobraJFS subreddit about disapproving of the existence of the subreddit and people harassing and also discussing Josh online. And there is a rumour that this user is secretly none other than King Cobra's father, Clint Saunders. But that's just a theory. A Boglum theory. And finally, Casper is nice. The final entry on this iceberg, I believe, is just referring to the fact that if you watch King Cobra videos and see all his friends that make videos, it seems as if Casper, Wyoming is like this dystopia, like something you'd find in a world that's a mix of the Fallout games and the movie Gummo. But in fact, it's actually like a beautiful, cute little town in America full of cool, small businesses and beautiful nature and shit. So, don't be fooled by the Cobraverse. Casper is beautiful. It's just these Boglums are not. But then again, every town has Cobes. Every town has Boglums. You should see the ones where I'm from. Absolute fucking creatures. And yeah, that brings us to the end of the KingCobraJFS Iceberg, guys. It's been a wild ride. I hope you enjoyed this series, and if you're new to this channel and want to see more videos like this, be sure to check out my old videos and do subscribe. Thank you so much for watching once again, guys. Peace.